Okay, first of all, let's be very clear. Okay, there is no problem between Don Don and Kelly. There was never a problem with Don Don and Kelly ever. Not once. No chop, no nothing. It had to do absolutely nothing. Okay? The problem has always been with me, not Don Don. Me. I am the person that's been trying to get to Kelly. Whenever happened at Elgin's ball, I was already gone because I have multiple things that I do too. So I was gone. However, I am the godmother of my chapter, but most of these people are my kids and my grandkids. Okay? I'm gonna go to the ball, to the aftermath. I was sitting at the door collecting the money. Kelly came to me. So let me change this. To me. She came in there with some type of chip. Okay? Because when she came in there, I was sitting there. Let's be clear. Don't be stupid. I'm sitting and I was so done, bitch. So yes, I was sitting there. She said she was on the list. So, because I didn't want any issues or anything, instead of me just saying, girl, you ain't on the list, how I really wanted to say it, I just said, give me 1 second. I slid the list to her so that she could see that she wasn't on the list. Okay? That's me avoiding confrontations of me shouldn't have popped her ass at the beginning. Okay? That's step one. Step two is, as I'm sitting at the door, I hear Kelly's voice over Precious's voice, and Precious had a microphone. Kelly is saying, Cash, you have a name. This bitch ain't got no name. Nobody don't know her. And the bitch that she's referring to is the Florida godmother of the House of Ebony, and she's also my daughter. So yes, I felt some type of way. So I left the front door and I went to see what the fuck was going on with my child to make sure it wasn't no shit because I know what Miss Kelly gives with this bullying shit that she does. But my daughter told me to leave it alone and I left it alone because it's her ball. I go back to the front door. At the end of the night, they doing this category. I think it was Face. I walk Vanessa down. She got her tens. Some fab girl, I don't even know who it was, but she was sickening, bitch. She was fab as well. She was sickening, bitch. I was more focused on her face that I didn't look at her overall look. I simply asked one question. I said, where's her red? Miss Kelly? Clown. Because I asked, where's her red? Oh, girl. Oh, Miss Thing. Oh, God. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. These bitches, they're non-factors. This is what I'm talking. She's doing all of this shit. Okay, see, first of all, I'm only 5'4". 5'4", that's it. But bitch, let me tell you something. You are not gonna. You can talk to anybody else however you want to talk to them, but bitch, me, because I could give a fuck about an Ebony, a Gucci, a Louis Vuitton, a Prada. I don't give a fuck when it comes to me, bitch. Let's be very clear. So, I wish Kelly was on here, and I wish whoever was with her or on the side or talking to her, whatever the case may be, Miss Thing. When my child, the one who hit Kelly in there, she hit Kelly because of me, because that is my child. That's the same thing with y'all. If y'all see y'all parents in some shit and you see some shit going down, you're gonna defend your fucking mother. Don't be motherfucking dumb. The incident with the gun, I cannot speak on that because I wasn't right there when it happened. So I really don't know. However, I do believe it is a time and a place for guns and things like that. I don't think that was a time for a gun, but that's my opinion. And I'm saying this, and that's my child. So I ain't biased. Secondly, Kelly is lying. Kelly ran to her rental. Yes, Kelly did. Kelly ran to that rental. She sat down in the alley with the lights on, away from everybody, but I knew where she was. I grabbed Adonis because I didn't know who was in there with her. I did not grab her. Adonis didn't say nothing to Kelly. Adonis didn't touch Kelly. Nothing. Nothing. Because he knew I wanted to fight Kelly. So he knew, let me fight Kelly, and whoever else come, bitch, you beat him, because that's what we do. That's what we do here. Because, bitch, I want my one-on-one, and I need my one-on-one, and usually I get my one-on-one. I tried to get my one-on-one. Y'all sit and let Kelly get on here and talk shit. She just was unbothered and untouched. She was very touched because I hit her 12 times before she got maced. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. I walked up to Kelly's car. I said, what's up, bitch? She said, what? I said, bitch, get out the car. I grabbed the door, but it was locked. Her window was down, so I started punching her through the window, and then she got maced. That's when she tried to run over people. So to sit and act as if, oh, nobody did anything, if we wanted her and all of this and all of that. No, bitch, if you was that bitch, you would have got out the car like I asked you to. Again, I'm 5'4". I weigh maybe 150 pounds. Kelly is 9 feet 7 inches tall, bitch, and weigh 500 pounds. So don't play. Don't be dumb. Y'all sit and let Kelly bully and want to do all of this stuff. It's not. Listen, Kelly knows exactly who the fuck to play with. Okay? I've seen Kelly charge at people all that. Kelly didn't do anything to me. Nothing. That bitch moved over to the side. Don't do that. Don't let her get on here and make it seem as if like she was so untouched and unbothered. If she would have got out that motherfucking car and been this bitch that she trying to say that she is, because let me tell you something, bitch. When it comes to me and mine, I am that bitch. Until somebody proves me otherwise, she could kiss my motherfucking ass. And bitch, if she is still here, location me, please. Because I don't mind at all. Never did. Secondly, the reason we don't know, the reason I don't want Kelly here because I made it very clear to whoever brings Kelly here, I'm wrecking their ball. And like I told them, you can ban me from their ball, but I guarantee you, bitch, I am Florida, bitch. I will get somebody to run that big bitch out that building so I can get her. Believe that. So don't get anything mistaken, bitch. I don't own a gun. I don't need a gun, bitch. I fight down. I will climb that hole like a motherfucking tree, bitch. Don't play with me. There is nothing scary about us here in Florida. You can snort all the coke you want. You can get on however many flights they gonna pay for you, bitch. But I promise to God on everything you want, bitch, it's on sight when I see this fat bitch again. And that's real. So y'all gonna sit and kiki with this bitch and make her think she's all so fat because she's this social media guru and all of this. But guess what, bitch? We don't give a fuck about that here. Has nothing to do with anything. Let me tell you something, bitch, about legendary and iconic statuses, bitch. We don't give a fuck about that either, bitch. You can be the icon of the icons, bitch. You will get beat down like concrete, bitch. That don't matter here. Let's be motherfucking. If you come here with that bullshit, we're gonna send your ass home, probably with a bag of shit. Don't play with us here, bitch. Keep that shit in New York, where you motherfucking run shit. You don't run shit here, bitch, but your mouth. Nothing. Let's be very clear. Very clear. So if she wants to come back to Florida, she gonna have to do it another time, another place, another day when I'm dead, bitch. Cause she is not welcome here, bitch. If there's a ball at the tip of motherfucking Tallahassee, bitch, I promise you I'll get on the motherfucking to be there to meet that bitch. Trust me, bitch. I promise you. The bitch is not allowed at any function in Florida. I promise you. It's terrorized. I'm telling you this. And the reason I'm going to that length is for one thing. For all these years, she's been in ballroom, icon, legendary, whatever, all of that. She bullied her motherfucking way there. She will not bully her way in Florida, bitch. We are not about that. We are growing here, and guess what? She can call us whatever she want to call us, but bitch, we put on functions, we put on fab functions, all not so bad, but bitch, that's everywhere, bitch. What makes us not so sickening, bitch? Our balls have just as many people as those other motherfucking balls, bitch. We walk the same motherfucking categories as those other motherfucking balls, bitch. You just mad because you can't run shit here, bitch. That's the problem. You can only run your mouth here. That's all you got here. You can do.
Godmother, I know you wanted to let it out, and the people wanted to hear you let it out, and but I don't want you to work your blood pressure up anymore because you definitely have let it out, and we definitely at this point get the point. All right.
Look, Harold. Look, Harold, real fast. On a positive note, Dada, I definitely appreciated you at the club on Friday. You made a nigga feel special, and you was definitely
We
doing your
are
thing on the mic. So I
family.
definitely
Like a
appreciate that.
giant
Yes.
tree, reaching out for the sky.
Shut up,
Beyond
What
Anthony.
is
What's
that,
wrong
Anthony?
with Anthony?
we
Anthony,
got so much
look, look,
more.
look, Anthony, don't come over here now getting all cashy on the panel and stuff, this and that,
Girl,
whatever.
Dada wouldn't let me in the bar for free. I'm over her right now. Go ahead.
Well,
Look,
can I?
Dada wasn't gonna let Kelly in, so
Girl,
And it
I
ain't my.
said, Dada, you gonna let me in the bar? She said,
Can
nah.
I get a word in? Because I've just been in this little corner here. I've been wanting to say something and then move on. But I really, and Rodney, you've been down here, and Andre, you've been down here a few times as lately. The narrative to be that Florida is an unsafe scene. We're very safe. We don't. This is actually the first time I ever had to run out of a ball. As black folks, we see people running, we're gonna run too. So I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, just
And
automatic.
and that was embarrassing. That portion, but I know Dada for many years, and she's a wonderful person. And commonly, if you fuck with her, then 9 times out of 10, she's going to definitely fuck back with you. She doesn't provoke or cause any issues. She's been a wonderful person for many, 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 many years. There is a sense of grandeur when people come down here from other states, and I'm not even from Florida. I moved to Florida in 2007, so I'm not even an originator here. But Florida has always been very welcoming. But there is a sense of grandeur, and I've been to all of you states, and participated in your scene. I've known many of you for many years, except for Dre. But there is a sense of grandeur, and like I always believe, respect is due to a dog. So when you come down here, a true icon conducts himself with class and and humility, because you guys understand as icons that the struggle to get to where you're at. You know what I mean? So people look up to you, and there is a saying though that goes, "You never want to meet your hero," because sometimes you do hold. Like, I love Kelly. I've always looked up to her from afar, but then when a person comes to your state and you're living for them and you do hear those type of statements, yes, because I'm familiar with ballroom, I take it with a grain of salt. But to people here that I have known for many years, it's extremely offensive, because just like a lot of you icons were able to walk within your state and get the notoriety that you got, like New York being the mecca, you could walk balls down. I belong to a New York house, La Perla. Deja was walking balls down. Yes, she traveled from state to state, but you could walk balls in New York City and become an icon state to state, because people will recognize because of the magnitude that you brought, and the cost of travel and everything. So when people don't travel and they walk in their own state and they made a name here and we've seen them and they contribute to so many of your legends that you do recognize, that come from Florida, are our children. You understand that? So like when they travel and you appreciate them, but when you come here and you disrespect some of those people who have founded the legends that you guys do respect, it's extremely disrespectful. So that's why when you come here, we actually want you to come here, because we love to see the Kellys. And Harold, we've been wanting you to come for a long time, and that's why they did pay. Kelly was right in that sense, because they were paying for icons. But when you get here, there's still a respect that is required. So we don't want to get to the point where we're like disrespecting scenes, because I go to different states and I don't know who some of those people are. But when you say legendary, when you say icon, I clap for them, because I don't know their history, I don't know their story, and ignorance is not a reason for disrespect. So, I'm going to clap because you're clapping, and celebrate their life, because all lives matter. Well, all black lives matter, to be clear. Let me not make that very clear. But all black lives matter. All our lives matter. And it needs to be respected, regardless. And if it, like, I'm glad that you and I were able to have, because you and I had a little thing, and one of the things you said to me on the panel was when I asked you about the face kid that got shot from my house. I said, why did you chop him? And you said, well, you don't have any status. I was asking because it wasn't about the status because I know my status. I was asking because he was my child who paid money to come to a ball, and the two icons on the panel who actually walked face gave him 10s. I walked face, I gave him 10s. All the panel gave him 10s, so I asked you because I wanted to know so I can go back and let the child know what you could do better. And you and when you come with that sense of grandeur and you say to a father, well, you don't have status. Of course, I'm going to respect you as a legend because you just recently got deemed. And no, when I was out walking, you weren't around. I don't know where you were at, maybe a vacation. I don't know. But when you did come around, I respected you as a leader. And as a,
I'm trying to figure out if he's making a point because
the point is that respect is due to a dog. So whether you feel I have status or not, if you see me there.
Because right now,
that's fine. I'm just
disrespectful. So
you were disrespectful when you said you didn't have no status. So now we're back in the point where Dada was saying when you're disrespectful. When you're disrespectful, you want the same respect given to you as what?
You won't let me answer why.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, the reason why I said that to you is because when we first met, we didn't know each other, and you came at me wrong first time we met because you speculated and took something that you thought that was going on that it wasn't going on, and you had to apologize for it. Do you remember that? You had to
I was talking about the face child that walked the ball.
You're asking why I came at you like that. That's why I came at you like that.
So after, if you and I had a conversation and we had made peace, and I asked you why you chopped someone, you would then revert back to a discussion that happened and we already made peace. I was just asking so I could.
Like that.
Oh, I thought we did. I'm sorry. Well, I thought we did.
But the way that you came at I felt offended.
Well, okay. Well, because of the history, if I can take something as shade and I want to get clarity, and when you said what you said, I didn't argue. The Ebony, I love the House of Ebony. Okay, and I appreciate that. But what I'm saying is, it was never. It's what I'm saying is, when you all come down here, when you are legends that are recognized state to state by legends, we have people that have contributed a lot of time, money, and love to our scene. So when you come down here with your sense of grandeur and you say those type of things, it is extremely offensive.
I know how you feel. We're gonna get to that either way you did too. So you're right.
His dialect is eating it, bitch.
I understand.
Excuse me. Let me ask you a question though, because Andre, let me ask you this: as a person who, you've walked here, there, and wherever. You know what I'm saying? Different places.
And yes, I have walked in Florida. I have 6 grand private out in Florida.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Don't seem like we're letting anybody talk on this panel right now, but Go ahead, Harold.
You're right. Okay. I ain't gotta deal with that bullshit. Y'all can deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with it because so what I was going to
Thank you.
What I was going to say to him, my thing, Andre was, Andre just became a legend. So when you go somewhere and the House of Ebony just really put you on a panel to judge, since you want to feel yourself. Thank you, Kelly. So much. The House of Ebony just made you a father. Okay, so let me keep it real with you, Andre, since you want to try me. Somebody who stood up for your fucking black motherfucking head. So, since the fuck, I've been in the scene since 1996. I know exactly when the fuck you started doing shit in the scene. So, as a person who just became a legend, it's not whatever the case, you questioning somebody and giving who are you, or whatever the case is, that's kind of sideways. Because you get some of those same comments yourself from people. So why would you get that? So now the question becomes, if you want to come back up here, the question is, people want to know, since you all about this, and you're this man, why was you gonna fight Katrina? So if you want to come back, let me know. Answer that question. Let me know.
Well, I hope you come down to Florida. I hope all you all continue. And Arnold, we are safe here. I do understand your concern. You will not get shot. Adonis is a wonderful person.
Okay, so can I say something?
We about to take you down, Anthony, and bring up somebody else. But
Grants, why you want to take me down? Because I'm telling you the truth. I say what everybody else. I say what everybody else needs to say. Because ain't nobody gonna hit me in my mouth. Now I said what the fuck I said. Now what I'm going to say is that Andre was not trying to fight Katrina. Andre was not trying to fight Katrina. What happened was, bitch, because y'all hoes scary as fuck. What happened was Katrina was sitting her ass on that panel. She was feeling it like everybody else was feeling it that night. Bitch, she was screaming and yelling. Andre went to ask her a question. She started yelling again, and she was like, "Cause bitch, I'll to beat your ass, this and that." And I'm sitting like, I'm on the sideline, juicing it up. I'm like, and all that type of stuff. So then he like, yeah, I definitely stirred it up. So they was on the side doing all the extra stuff. She's like, she was like, bitch, So Andre really didn't start that. No shade. Katrina was carrying.
Okay. So with that being said, we can go back and scroll through the comments because the question, ever since Andre's been up there, the question has been asked at least 10 times. So that's why I asked the question. It's not whatever the case is that Andre. So now Anthony spoke up for you, get us clarity on clarity. As far as you and fighting Katrina.
No. I'm feeling
I'm not feeling it no more. I'm gonna call you and cut you the fuck out.
I just want to say that I love Florida. Every time I go to Florida, I win. Besides Saturday, they try to fuck out of me.
You up the years.
I'm already up. Girl, look, I go to Florida. I chop Andre. They ain't saying nothing to me. I'm cool, cuz.
Oh no, Andre, you don't love Florida now. You was reading everybody. Thanks. Let me bring Andre back up. I'm gonna bring Andre up, okay?
I think y'all need to
and I'm on this panel as well. Kelly was correct as far as a time or two when the people get a flight or a hotel and stuff like that. But that doesn't negate the hundreds of times I came to Florida and paid my own way. And I don't come down for free and walk your ball try to get in a ball for free and try to walk your category and get your money. I don't do that.
She was getting with my brother.
My brother don't. My brother spent his own money.
Well, I was trying to get the ball.
Dada, when I came to that door, how much is it?
That's why I love the clip.
He is my coin.
Because Nika won, but Erica was going the fuck off. Don't get it fucked up. Erica was going off. And that was Nika. She just came out as Mother Prodigy there. And she's at the clubhouse in New York.
Anthony, stop your shit.
I think Anthony need to be dropped. He got too many beans, bitch.
Girl, I'm trying to get to 200K, bitch. I'm trying to get my quota. Fuck is you talking about?
You gotta let that anger and that energy go. You gotta let that go.
Now, Andre, I want you to apologize to Harold, and Harold, I want you to apologize to
I didn't say anything wrong to Harold.
You did. You got a nasty attitude, Grand. Both of y'all my grands, and both of y'all got nasty attitude.
You know what, Anthony?
Nasty.
50 grand, 750 mothers. I mean, what is going on?
50 grand, 200 mothers, 400 fathers.
I'm the only person. And you know what?
She get a new parent, and everybody loves it. She get a new parent based on what ball she going to and who's on the panel.
Well, that's not true because my daughter voted over me Saturday for Lola. So
Well, your mother voted over you in New York too. So.
Jason always voted over me. She can't take me.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey Siri, call Jason.
Hey Siri, I'm about to.
Wait, no, hey Siri, hang up.
I'm leaving. I ain't got time. But no shade, Dada. Hold on, wait. Can I say something to my friends, please? Dada, I really think, no shade. I love the both of y'all. I love everybody. I just really want y'all to, try to figure out some type of common ground. Because honestly, y'all, I really don't think it's that serious. I feel like we all say some things that we may not intentionally say. And then we feel like us having the attitude that we all have, we feel like we have to stand our ground and be like, well, bitch, I said what I said. But sometimes it's like, girl, okay, she said what she said, girl, okay, let's pay it and let's just move on to the situation and just try to, just
about the moment.
I don't know,
what a father. Fathers to value world peace.
Well,
hell yeah.
That statement would make a lot of sense if she didn't say a lot. She says this almost every time she comes here.
Well, you know what? I think this time is different. I think the matter has been addressed, and brought directly to her. It's been brought to her clearly. It's been brought to her hostile. It's been brought to her different ways. As an individual, of course, if on this panel, she probably wasn't going to say, okay, yeah, y'all right. But I think at some point she's going to process the information and kind of say, okay, let me not go down there. You know what I'm saying? Being disrespectful. And on top of it, it's also for her house members and friends that have witnessed, just kind of say, you know what, hey, they got a point. So, you know what I'm saying? So maybe, a conversation can be had, to kind of get her to, more so make sure she's being respectful of y'all coming down there. But again, that's what happened. Y'all fly people down there. I would have never cut y'all out.
Girl, Harold always trying to say something. Harold always trying to say some smart shit, girl.
Shut up, Anthony.
Well, Harold. Look,
so, Rodney, you remember that? We ain't gonna say no names. Hold on, that time we went down there.
Harold, I'll speak to my other icon. I'm counterpart from Florida, my Hall of Famers, and we'll work on you for the next time, brother.
So wait, Rodney, you remember that time we went down there? I ain't gonna say no names, but I got into it with a certain Ebony, and she was a female figure, and she remember she kicked me, and then the Ebony girls that was in our house was gonna beat her up on the parking lot.
Yeah.
She got her own house members was gonna beat her up.
I don't know anything about that, but
I don't know nothing about that.
I just want to add this because I think it's very important because I feel like Kelly would be more of an asset in helping our scene if it's so late and all this stuff. If she actually came to the balls in a different demeanor and had a different attitude. If she came to these balls as if she was trying to help this late ass thing and all of that. If Kelly came to these balls and chanted and gave advice and things like that, it would be more conducive to everybody. But when you're fucking icon, Miss Thing, you're an icon, and you are reading people as this stuff is going on. How does that help someone? You're being called out before a ball. You get what I'm saying? These children are watching that. This is how icons think about it. Very discouraging. It's very discouraging. I mean, everybody is not Dada. Everybody don't have things. They appreciate to be bitch. I'm supposed to get you and retarded and not give a fuck. Everybody doesn't have that. And if we're so late, bitch, you're an icon. Help us get there. How about that? Bitch, you ain't paying for shit. You just told us to pay for shit.
So let Kelly know. I think they can talk now. Let Kelly
been like that for years.
But y'all catch the whole demeanor is changing. So if I feel like we bring Kelly in, maybe they can get to some type of common ground. Everybody got them to drag.
Well, this is listen, I'm first before anything, bitch. I'm a professional, so I know how to handle a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? If I raise hell,
hold up.
It's not just because I'm just saying I want to. That is not the case. I am not. I'm far from that. If anything, I'm trying to help something. I'm not gonna just I don't like Kelly. Oh God, no. It's to be honest, my first time, I think that was my first time I met. I was actually with them and shit like that, and so it's not like she doesn't like Kelly. She just a hater. That's not it. When I feel a person can be so much better than what they are giving us, because let's be clear, they already paid for all the shit. You're an icon. Bitch, be an icon. Help us out.
Okay, so hold on, Dada. I see you get Baptist medicine. I'm gonna hold you right there for a minute. I'm gonna hold you. Okay, so Kelly. So realistically, I'm gonna be 100.
the people's feelings is hurt. They feel disrespected. You know, they may have touched the skin, but they feel like Barry, you a little abrasive, especially, the people show you hospitality, fly you in, give you a stipend, get you meals, get you bags, you pay for your trade, pay for your butchers, pay for your transfers, all of that. and then you still shitting on it. So the thing is, all the people want from you, is for you to be respectful, when you come in, respect them for what they do there and not show them disrespect. So the question is, as an individual who's kind of, you had your own rough way to go early on in ballroom, you admitted that earlier, people didn't see you, you made people know it. Can you take your foot up off the people and show them respect when you go to Florida, this and that, whatever the case, and then Barry, share your knowledge and wisdom.
Harold, okay, when it comes to ballroom, if you don't have tough skin in ballroom, this is not the place for you to be, okay? Ballroom is a dog-eat-dog world, okay, baby, when it comes to ballroom, okay? Baby, girls feel that because they are, and let's sit here and let's be real, we all have this conversation, baby, with plenty of people that we have in our houses that's in these states, okay, let's be real, that they are their category in their states. But when they come out of their state, they want to know, but I'm up here in my state, and I turn it in my state. But then when they come, when you're not being real with them and letting them know that you are not this category, okay? And so then when they have a person, when they come, and everybody does it, oh, you got chopped. Who chopped you? And then it gets to very, I chopped you. And because but that's not the issue, Kelly. With all due respect, I'm listening to you. Kelly, I hear you, but that's not the issue. The issue is not about the chop. The issue is about.
Harold, I think she's gonna get to it. I think she's gonna get to it.
Let me finish. Stop cutting me off, okay? Let me finish, okay? So when you come and they ask you to chop them, and everybody knows that I'm not being shady or I'm not being malice. That's just the way I talk out loud. I did.
I want you to stop.
They want to get confrontational with me and go back and forth. So you want to get confrontational with me and go back and forth. Now we're going to read it. We're going to go back and forth. Okay? Baby, if you come to me and ask me respectfully, like people have done in the past, come to the side, why did you chop me? I will tell you why I chopped you. But now you want to, I tell you, I chopped you, and you want to read and what you allegedly heard about Kelly and all types of stuff. You want to throw jabs and you want to throw shots as you getting mad because I chopped you. Now I am going in straight Gemini mode, and now the other Gemini coming out, and I'm on the fence, and I'm going to attack just the same way you attacked. That's what happened when it comes to Florida. If someone comes and asks me, why did you chop me? I will tell you why. But then when you say, I chopped you, and then they want to go and read about all of these stories that they heard, oh, you're fat, you're late, you're this, you're that. Oh, now, bitch, I'm going to be a bitch, and I'm going to give you bitch, and I'm going to be nasty, and I'm going to be disrespectful, because I don't give a fuck. But if you come to me respectfully after I tell you I chopped you, I'll tell you why I chopped you, then it'll be a different thing. But every time I come to Florida and I chop somebody and told them why I chopped them, it's the stories that they heard and everything that they heard, and they want to read and they want to go back and forth with me. Now you don't rub me, baby. You don't rub that other Gemini. You know Harold because you're a Gemini, so now the other Gemini's out. You're not going to get the nice Kelly. Bitch that could have told you what you need to do, and that's not your category, or you may need to fix your category. Because we sat here on your show, with a young man that was here from Florida, okay, and said, oh, I want to walk Pretty Boy Realness. I want to walk this. And we sat here for a whole hour on your show, and we told him for a whole hour, no, baby, that's not your category. You need to find your category, okay? Everybody else is telling you, oh, you go do it, go do it. I'm going to be real with you, baby, and I'm going to tell you, they're setting you up for you to get red when you come out from that category, baby. That's not your category, baby. Find something else for that your category. We sat for a whole hour when everybody was telling him that he should walk Pretty Boy Realness, and everybody knew that boy should not walk Pretty Boy Realness. Because he came respectfully and still comes back into my panel every time I'm on live and
and I talk to him. But if you come at me nasty when I tell you that I chopped you and you start reading me, you're going to get exactly what comes to you. But that's what it is.
But Kelly, let me say this to you. Listen, Kelly, okay, Kelly, you've been a girl that people have told that you weren't real. You chose to defy that and get out there and prove to people. You had people tell you that you weren't famous. You know what I'm saying? You chose to defy that. This is what the scene is about resilience, about being able to, make people know. So, I get and understand what you're saying. So with that being said, okay, you judge how you judge, but that is not the issue. The issue is, we're not talking about the kids trying to make a name. We're talking about the people that have established themselves there in that state. So for you to go there, the feeling is that when you're going there and you're giving them basically your ass kids to say y'all non-factors, y'all not this and that, whatever, and you there in their city, that is what's making them feel the way they feel towards you. And then that's what's making all the other stuff become a lot larger than it is because that's how they feel. That's all they're saying. It's just be respectful. You can have your opinions on judging and give people advice and whatever it is. All they're asking is to not disrespect the Don-Dons, the Dadas, the Jasmine, the lyrics, this and that, whatever the case.
Right here on this clip, and it's only 400.
She never been disrespectful to me, and I remember when she came down here and won $1,000. No, I really like Kelly. She's Jason's best friend.
You know what the problem is, Harold, what you just said, Harold, okay? Okay, you talk about being respectful and all types of things, but the problem is, Harold, that people think because they're a legend and they're up the year in their city that they can't get chopped, bitch. I am a legend, bitch, and I am an icon, and I have been chopped this thing, bitch. A chop does not make me or break me, bitch, okay? Bitch, I want to smack the dog shit. I wanted to smack the dog shit out of motherfucking Rodney, bitch, when he chopped me in motherfucking Chicago, bitch. But I walked off this thing because a chop doesn't make you or break me.
But you chop people back when they chop you.
No, Rodney, when you chopped me, Rodney, have I ever chopped you since you chopped me?
Because he made up with you and walked Team Realness with you after.
Harold, it doesn't make you or break you. What I'm saying is, when people ask why they are chopped, I am loud. That is me, period. I chopped you. You can come over and you can ask me afterwards why or what you can do, but when you want to read and try to belittle me with things that you think that you may know about what your girlfriends have told you about Kelly, that makes it a whole problem. And I'm going to be disrespectful. You're going to be disrespectful to me, okay? I want everybody to excel when it comes to ballroom. But if we cannot be real with these people that is in ballroom, just because you turned that category in your city, you are not that category when it comes to other things. And we have to be real with these children and let these children know. Okay? And I'm going to be real. And I'm going to be real just like I was real with my statement about y'all bitches getting flew in and y'all stipends and y'all hotels. I'm going to be real. Sierra's been my daughter for years, and I love Sierra down. Sierra is a legendary place here in the state of Florida. But every time Sierra came to New York or wherever it may have been, Sierra always wanted to know, why are they always trying me? Why am I always getting chopped? Because you are that in your city. You're not that in other cities. And if we let these kids know this, and they if they're getting chopped for this, if they're getting chopped for this category in their city, maybe they can find a category that suits them, okay? Big Boy Runway did not suit me. Big Boy Space did not suit me. Big Boy Vogue did not suit me. I got that motherfucking $25 motherfucking wig and put that wig on my head and pulled these motherfucking pants up and tied the shirt in the motherfucking back and put on some motherfucking lip gloss, and that was my category. I had to find my niche and what suited me. If we stop letting these kids walk categories because it's just in their city, but then y'all went, when y'all go out of state, they was just being shady or whatever. Stop telling these kids that the judges was just being shady. It's New York, it's Atlanta, it's Philly. They was just being shady. No, they was not being shady. You you of that category. You may be that category in your state because the people that's in your state, you don't have people of stamina with ballroom that comes down there most of the time. It will be much better for these kids. But y'all want to sit here, okay, and y'all want to play this fake, phony shit and patronize motherfuckers and pamper them instead of being motherfucking real, bitch. And I've been saying it for years. I got kids in my motherfucking house, bitch, that walk motherfucking categories. And yes, you may be that category for a trophy. You may be that category for $100. But when it comes to $1,000, $5,000, bitch, you are not that category to sit up here with this bitch. Let's be real with these kids. Y'all don't want to be real with these kids.
Okay, Kelly, you got stay by the phone.
And y'all want to just sit up here and let them come out and continue to do it and not being real with them. Let's be real with them. I'm gonna say this like I'm gonna say this like I said when I became Mother Mizrahi, okay? Baby, I did not know how. It took me 2 years to actually fit in to becoming Mother Mizrahi. My approach for things may be correct. My approach that I may do when I was Mother Mizrahi, I'm going to say this about when it comes to judging. My approach may be correct with the things that I do when it comes to ballroom. But the way I say it and the way it comes out is not the right way that it comes out, and it may offend people. But it's never my intention to hurt anyone, to belittle anyone, or anything of that nature, okay? The way I say things, it does not come out the correct way. Maybe I need to learn, I still need to work on that when it comes to judging or or how I say things. But besides that, I'm not giving up nothing else, bitch, okay? And y'all know, bitch, it's been 27 years, 15 years of doing this radio show, bitch. I ain't never come up here in this thing, bitch, and give any of y'all, bitch, any motherfucking thing. So I gave y'all another bitch.
Kelly,
I gave y'all bitches another bitch.
Kelly, you're running like water in the bathtub, baby. Okay,
Shit.
So listen. It's not gonna happen tonight, but at some point, hopefully, Dada and Kelly get on the same page and agree to disagree. And just agree to be mutually respectful. Don said you don't have no issue with Kelly. Kelly said you don't have no issue with Don. No, that too, they not gonna fight. Number six does have a man. He's in a relationship. So stop asking questions.
Speaking of number 6, Harold, maybe overall Father LaBeija and New York Father Andre can have their talk one-on-one as well to figure out.
That was loser T. Yeah, that was loser T.
We didn't say not tonight. We said period. I didn't say not tonight.
Yeah, that was loser T.
I just got back on.
So
I just got back on.
I do feel like I know it's a lot of pride in Box 4. There's a lot of pride in Box 7. I do feel like honestly within myself, I do feel like at some point y'all gonna work this out with y'all own, whatever the case. Yeah. Maharia, what do you want to ask, girl? Type it in the comments. I need to ask you a question. No, you banned from coming up here for the night. You banned. Shit stirrer.
Why y'all quiet?
It was definitely seeing all you guys over the weekend. I had a great time in Florida.
I know the people want to keep us going. We've been here for 4.5 hours. I've enjoyed y'all. Dada, yo, you scream and holler. Kelly, yo, I know this is on the Bigo TV. I will be getting my beans, this, that, whatever the case. I hope they caught J-Rock sleep. I did. Don.
That was no sleep.
Don, I caught your little slick ass promoting in the comments. Lyric, good seeing you. Anthony, yeah.
You late.
On my hood, cuz. All y'all gonna stop playing with me, bro. On my hood, for real.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Grand prize Amir. Good night, everybody. Ooh, Anthony.
Don't worry about the next argument that walk come on their ass like white on rice.
Anthony, everybody in ballroom knows you're never on nobody's ass.
Y'all want me to go live?
Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah.